Let me talk a little bit about Mr. Henley and the Bricc gang here. As I said, Mr. Henley is a widely known leader within the rolling 60s. He rose to prominence in that gang decades ago, and he has since been a fixture on the internet, talk shows, and podcasts, all things that law enforcement have looked at closely as part of this investigation. He has maintained the image of an entertainment industry entrepreneur running a music label, and of somebody who gives back to the community here in Los Angeles, funding a South LA-based charity, developing options, which purports to help at youth risk escape gang life and escape the perils of gangs in high crime areas. The facts alleged in the complaint paint a very different picture.
And we have two breaking news stories tonight, starting with an update on a rapper gunned down on a highway 5 years ago. Dallas police now say Yella Beezy hired a hitman to kill his one-time friend turned rival, Mo 3.
Man, being a law-abiding citizen, it feels so good right now. We see all these RICO cases happening. We see stuff going on with Big U in the rolling 60s. We see Yella Beezy being indicted on murder charges. And don't get me wrong, I believe everybody is innocent until proven guilty. But I've done a little bit of research. I've looked through some of these cases, and the evidence they got on these guys is insane, man. When I see stuff like this, it makes me proud of myself that I did leave the street life alone, because I already know, man, it's only two ways out, man. You going to jail or you're gonna die. And as we've seen, these cops, these federal authorities, they will take years and years and years, sit in the shadows, build their case up, and then when they're ready, they're coming to get you. So I just hope all of the young guys are paying attention to this stuff and, rethinking joining that gang or, committing that crime or, hanging out with those kids that have already doing some of those things, because, it's a better path for you, man. The straight and narrow path. I'm not saying don't take risk in life at all, but certain things are just not worth the risk. And, you don't want to be that 14-year-old kid looking like this.
I had it in the gun out the backseat of the car.
16-year-old Charleston White took the stand and testified against his friend, Antoine Doolittle, who sat just a few feet from him and listened intently.
He pulled it off, and the hammer back on the gun.
And then what happened?
He fired.
Having to snitch on your friends like Charleston White, which, he's talked about this clip. This clip has resurfaced, and, he still says to this day that he was a good kid and he shouldn't have put himself in that situation. And a lot of kids nowadays, they're putting themselves in these types of situations to commit crimes with other kids, and either they're going to snitch or somebody else is going to snitch on them, and all of y'all going to jail, all of y'all going to jail. And that's not where you want to be as a kid. You want to be outside. You want to be able to, go to the mall, go to the movies, have fun, hang out with girls, and, just be a kid, man. That's what you want to do. So, like I said, I just hope all of the young kids are watching and paying attention to what's going on with these cases. Not everybody's going to be Young Thug and, beat the RICO charge. Not everybody's going to do it. Not everybody's going to be NBA Youngboy. I think he did beat a federal gun case, I think, but he's in jail right now. Young Thug, it took him like 2 years to beat his case. You don't want to go through that process, man. And 9 times out of 10, you don't have the money to get the lawyers that these guys had to get out those situations. You get in anything like that, you're going to get football numbers, 45 years, 50 years, 60 years. So it's always better to just stay out of the streets, develop some skills, get into business, learn about e-commerce, learn about AI, learn about what's going on, what's going to affect the world in the future. That's where the big money is going to be at. Don't worry about being cool and doing the things because everybody else on your block is doing the same things. Like, be different, man. Stand out. Be different so you can still be out here. I got a lot of kids that I grew up with that was, doing all the street stuff. They either bums right now, dead right now, or still sitting in jail for something they did when they was a teenager. So, you got to understand that everybody going to choose their path. Everybody going to make their choices. But understand that them choices are going to follow you, I can't say if like I said, I believe innocent until proven guilty. And I know there were good things that Yella, Beezy, and Big U were doing that, you know, help people and things like that. But if they were doing shady activity on the side, then that's just the bed they made, and they gotta lay with it, man. I see Big U making clips like this.
The dudes you gonna have that call themselves turning against me. Well, ain't no turning against me. I ain't going for that. You might as well go get 600 and whack. These dudes been saying I did shit all year. So what they doing is they go on the internet and these dudes say that I did shit on the internet. Then when you say I did on the internet, they go investigate it. Now you raiding my houses.
Blaming people, blaming other men, and, you know, saying this and saying that. But at the end of the day, man, you made your bed, you gotta lay in it, and that's just what it is. Like I said, I never wish jail on anybody. I've been to jail. I don't like jail. Never been to prison, thank God. But I'm just gonna let you know, someone who's been on both sides of the coin, it's better to be out the streets. Definitely better to be out the streets. You know, I wake up every day. I don't gotta worry about the police knocking on my door, coming to get me. Don't gotta worry about the petty street beefs. My wife, she makes me nice green juice on a regular. Like, it's a good life. It's a good life. Now, making that transition, there were a few bumps in the road. It wasn't like a smooth thing to do at all, but I was able to do it, and with the help of some of you guys, man, as far as like y'all giving me encouragement, y'all subscribing to my channel, and all that good stuff. So yeah, like I said, the main purpose of this video was for young guys to just make sure y'all paying attention to what's happening to these people who are being indicted on these charges and stuff like that, and to rethink certain friends that you have, certain groups that you hang out with, and certain activities that you do. As always, love y'all. I'm out.